Well, of course, we've all heard of landscaping. Now we're going to talk about foodscaping. It is a growing trend that blends traditional gardening with edible plants, making your lawn both beautiful and functional. And you can actually get dinner outside. Jordan Bronston joins us this morning, and it's good to have you here from Edible Landscape, Minnesota.
Yeah.
When did you start your company?
Yeah, thanks for having us, Belle.
Yeah.
And so we started the company late 2022, but our first year of doing projects was really 2023.
Yeah, and during the pandemic, people were starting to grow their own gardens, kind of a victory garden situation. So you're not against grass, right? You like grass, but it's not productive, right?
Yeah, lawn is great. It's good. It's functional. It's it's good to play games. I play games with our kids, baseball, those things, but it's not productive. So a lot of our clients are like, hey, I have so much lawn. What if I took part of this lawn and converted it into something that's more productive and
So we're going to look at a bunch of
Yep.
pictures of some of your clients. Okay, so you take up the lawn, and then tell us about this terracing that you do.
Yeah, so this is a small retaining wall build. So this project's called a foodscape. So what we did is we excavated the whole area out, we rebuilt this hill, and then we put in, I think there's 8 fruit trees in there. So there's pears, peaches, plums,
People don't
cherries.
know peaches can grow here.
2 peaches can grow here, yep.
Wow.
So, and then we have 7 layers of edible plants. So there's not just trees, right, but there's vineyard spaces. So there's both a space for a mini vineyard and a hardy kiwi vineyard in that space as well. And kiwi, those are like little kiwi berries.
So here's a before of what most folks have. There's their backyard. And then you put in all these little plots, right?
Yep. So each one of these is like what we'd call like a fruit tree guild. And what a fruit tree guild is that it's supported with ecological plants that will help bring in like predator insects that will eat the pests that eat your fruit. So it protects the quality of the fruit. So you're not using herbicides, you're not using pesticides. There's other plants in the system that'll help build soil naturally. So instead of going to like Home Depot and buying like a bunch of artificial fertilizers, you're able to just grow your own fertilizer right in the ground.
So for your clients, you're able to source some plants that they're not able to find at the good garden centers, or the garden centers have a lot.
Yep.
But sometimes they want to source them elsewhere. That's another thing that you do, right?
Yep, exactly. Yep. So we can find there's like specially perennial vegetables too that you can't find in a lot of places where some of the big box nurseries, they sell a certain palette of plants, but we have a ton of different plants that are both edible and ecologically beneficial that we put into each foodscape.
This is beautiful. Now, what's that little fruit there that you're picking?
So this is called a cucamelon. So it's like a little cucumber berry, and it's great for like pickling, right? So you can pickle little cucumbers, and it's the size of a tomato cherry. And you can see the quality of the fruit here. This is not sprayed at all. It's all natural. And it's just because we built a really robust ecosystem to grow all this food into.
So start small if you want to think about it, maybe the corner of your yard, or even if you just have a deck, a pot on the deck, you can grow obviously some cherry tomatoes, you can grow some blueberries, raspberries possibly. But then if you can get an arbor, what are you growing here?
Yep, so this is grapes. So you can grow grapes either on like a typical kind of vineyard type space or like an overhead arbor like this. And so what you do is you run the vines up to the top and then you hang them off, and then you're able to grow things under them like more shady herbs or perennial vegetables, but then you have on the top a nice fruit, that you can
So there's a lot of complementary plants that go together really well that you can help people learn about. And once again, it's something that people are thinking about, and they're able to get their kids out there and show them where food comes from, other than the grocery store.
Yeah, and that's one of the best. The thing that brings our team the most joy is when we see families out getting their kids off the devices, right? Their hands in the dirt. It's proven to release more like dopamine and serotonin levels when kids are just in the yard. And they get to pick things and just eat them, currants or cherries or berries or peaches or plums.
Look at that.
That's my son Noah. So yeah, we have gooseberries right there, right?
Look at that.
And a lot of these you can't find in the store. So it's just really neat to see kids out there, and they respond really well to seeing where the food comes from.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for coming on and telling us about it. And if people want to find you, we have your information here. And congratulations on your company. Good luck with that.
Thank you so much, Belle.
Yes. You can book a free consultation on their website at ediblelandscapesmn.com or give them a call, 612-743-3178. And they will, by the way, be at that very popular Friends School plant sale on Mother's Day weekend at the State Fair Grandstand. And they'll also be in the education building during the fair this year, so you can find them there as well.